We are live here down in ANZ Stadium. Ready for what's set to be a very entertaining clash here between the Penrith Panthers and the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Obviously both teams are on opposite ends of the table to start. The Penrith having a bye last week, but winning against the Manly Seagulls in round 1. And it was the Rabbitohs who have gone down twice against the Broncos and the Raiders in the opening 2 rounds of the competition. Now, for the first time in quite a while, I'm by myself in the commentary box, unfortunately, for this clash. It's set to be a barnstorming game here at ANZ Stadium. Last week, the Rabbitohs hung in against the Raiders for the majority of the match, but fell short in the last 10 minutes. It was a Corey Bell magnificent play, but managed to get them They made them lose the game against the Broncos all the way back in round 1. It's Fawn set the kick back off now. Here at ANZ Stadium, we are off. It goes down there, all the way down to Ash Crutcher, who gives it there to Luke Malkus there as he takes the first sit up there at barnstorming run. Obviously the Penrith front rower. One of the best in the comp there as it goes Cody Mantle over to KCK and he makes a step. Obviously 400 plus run meters he managed to get last week. As now both these teams have a little bit of history behind them. Most of the time they seem to get relatively interesting matches. Most notably, obviously, 7-6 victory. Penrith's last win against the Rabbitohs. For the most part, we've had interesting matches. Obviously, round 1 we had a thrashing. Season 1 I should say. It's the round 3, Rabbitohs down 18-0. They managed to come back to win 25-18. As that's a big run there from Lachlan Sinclair, and he's going to score the opening try of the game just like that. Cuts me off with my little bit of history makers there, trying to give you a bit of history between these two clubs. But Lachlan Sinclair opens the scoring early on there. Massive run. Not sure who he ran over. Penrith just rolled down the field in that first. Oh, that's James Fawn there on the ground. Very good tackler, but just got misfooted there. As Lachlan Sinclair runs over, and he opens the scoring here for the Panthers. Not an ideal start. Great stop there from the Panthers. Obviously, not many changes between their round 1 and round 3 team. Interestingly, Anthony Delaney moving to the bench despite his insane performance in round 1. So, very interesting decision there by the captain of the Penrith Panthers. With Ash Crutcher getting the goal, moving to halfback. Cody Mantle coming into the 5'8 position. A position that he has played a little bit of footy in, not a ton, but does have a little bit of a kicking game on him. He's traditional fullback or centre, moving into the halves for this game, getting his first crack for the Penrith Panthers as they take on the South Sydney Rabbitohs. But they score early here. Lachlan Sinclair it is. Crossing over there as James Fawn looks ready to kick off here. Get the game back underway now. As we're talking about the history there, obviously we'll get back to where we're at. And then last season it was, obviously, Mark Leo, who's no longer at the Panthers, breaking the record for the most tackles in the game. 4 very memorable matches. It seems to always be classic when these two clubs go head-to-head, as Callum Irwin scoring a try last game he played for the Penrith Panthers as he takes it up there as KCK wiggles round of Liam Ryan, the Rabbitohs captain and half, or 5'8 I should say, as Crutcher sends it long there to Nate Pruitt. He'll be wrapped up there. That'll be the 4th on the 40 there. They're definitely getting up in their faces this time, not as they were before as Ash Crutcher. That's a pretty ordinary kick from one as Kevin Dixon gets on it. In fact, he'll make it all the way back up to the 50. Not an ideal kick there from Ash Crutcher. Hit it off the boot sideways. Now the Rabbitohs, they start in a decent field position now. As Fawn pushes up. They're already to the 40 there. Obviously, ex-Penrith player. Second game since leaving against his old club. Obviously, last time he played at hooker in the first game of the season. As they send it back there to Liam Ryan, who takes on the line here. He'll be taught there. Callum Irwin and Ash Crutcher it is, to make the tackles there on the Rabbitohs captain. They go short side here. Long pass over to Tyrone Clay. That's a good run there. Ash Crutcher comes down. He managed to get an offload. And Josh Saddlecart's going to score against this old club. Obviously, he's been at Rabbitohs for a few seasons now, but it wasn't long that he left. Same season Fawn left, and Saddlecart scores. Great stuff there from Tyrone Clay down the wing there. Got past one defender. And manages to find an offload there. And they erect that awful start there to Rabbitohs. Josh Saddlecart, he's been scoring a few tries lately. Scored a try last week. In fact, got a double last week. And we'll get the first try here for the Rabbitohs. And Panthers, they'll be disappointed with that. Tyrone Clay looked like he was going over the sideline there. But managed to get an arm free, get the offload. Back for Saddlecart. And if Fawn gets this, they'll be locked at 6-all. after just 6 minutes gone so far. As he hooks it around, it's going to sway away there. And the Panthers remain in front, 6 points to 4 after just 6 minutes gone in this contest. Both sides showing off their attacking prowess. Kyron Cloud, I don't know how he got that ball free. Crutch looked like he made a good tackle getting him down there, but he just got the offload and saddle cart. Got around a couple of defenders into space there and crossed over for the Rabbitohs. And the Rabbitohs got lucky there. They looked like they were going nowhere, not many meters forward there, but it was Tyron Clay that managed to do something there. Very good game last week, scoring a double. And he sets up the first try here as Liam Ryan gives it there. Hayden Davis it is taking the first hit up. He'll play it there on the 20. Goes Liam Ryan. Long ball over. Ooh, that was dangerous. Nate Pruitt comes in and makes a tackle. Might even be Cody Mansell there. Chase Williams. Inside ball there to Battlefield. Hill gets up past the 40 now. That's the third tackle. Goes Chase Williams. Oh, that's a big contact tackle there by Ben Punch. Williams coming in the middle to take a run there. Gets hit hard there by Ben Punch. As Butterfield now punts it pretty much straight forward there. In fact, it's going to go dead. That's a big kick there from Butterfield, but not the kick they would have liked. And now, Penrith with a 7-tackle restart here. Goes Sinclair, and that's a big run there. Getting it first hit up. He's scoring a try for Penrith. Alright, as we go right side there, we're going to go there to Riff. As we take a look at both teams' lineups now. Obviously, Penrith have a few changes. We'll start with their lineup. The away team here. KCK is at fullback tonight, with Jacob Morrison and Nathan Fisher on the wings. Pallister and Nate Pruitt in the centres here, as Cody Manser and Ash Crutcher make up the halves. Luke Marcus and Lachlan Sinclair are the front rowers, with Ben Punch being the hooker there. Lachlan Martin and Callum in second row. Creed Alex Chapman in the lock, with their bench consisting of Cody Ollie Parche, Anthony Delaney, and Ash Turner as they kick down there. I think it was Ash Crutcher who got his boot to the ball there. It might have even been Cody Mantle there as Collins. Little bit of a dart there. Looked dangerous for a moment, but he gets wrapped up. Goes down Kevin Dixon there, and he's going to be wrapped up. This is looking good from the Rabbitohs. They're making relatively easy meters here. Jai Collins, Venables, Kevin Dixon. As now they go Saddle Cart. Oh, that's another good step. Tell you what, he's improved massively this season, Saddle Cart. Wasn't much the past couple seasons, but so far tonight he's looking dangerous. He was very dangerous yesterday. Oh, sorry, not yesterday. I guess last week. Now we go up the middle. Now, as we take a look at the Rabbitohs lineup here, Kevin Nixon is at fullback once more with Tyrone Clay and Jai Collins on the wings. Chase Williams, and as we just mentioned, Saddle Cart are in the centres. Liam Ryan, Josh Butterfield are in the halves with Hayden Davis and Matt Downey at prop with James Ford at hooker. Dustin Richards and Mason Remy in the second row, and Aaron Ahi makes up the lock position. Jack Tedesco, Luke Driscoll, Aaron White, and Daniel Hellier are on the bench. Pretty decent bench. Pretty decent side there. Obviously, their forward pack looks to be. They probably want to improve that over the next season or two. Obviously, not the forward pack they would have liked. Morrison now, bit of a step there, gets taken there by Kevin Dixon. Good little maneuver there from the SRL 9's player of the tournament as Lachlan Martin, the skipper, takes a hit up there. Gets up towards the 20-meter line. Let's go back, fifth tackle now. Goes Cody Manson. That's a good kick. That's a very good kick, in fact. Tapped back, no one's there. This could be dangerous. Fawn gets onto it, but Marcus is right there to wrap him up. We've seen a few runaway tries from that. Luckily, Fawn didn't get on the run there, as now Butterfield with a dummy. Lachlan Martin reads it well, though, and makes a tackle on the Rabbitohs half back. As it goes sideways here, did Hayden Davis now. He gets up just past the 30. Goes Aaron here. He looks to go inside there. Marcus reads the play well. Plays to their fourth tackle now. We go to Liam Ryan. He takes the final kick hit up. Their main playmaker's been taken there. That'll be fifth tackle now. Goes back there. It's going to be Aaron here to punt it over to Nathan Fisher. He takes it there, looking for a step. Gets past one, in fact. But it was Kevin Dixon to come across there and get him. But Dixon, a very tall fullback. Very tall rookie, too, as it goes. Ooh, Lachlan Sinclair had some space for a moment. He gets wrapped up there, second tackle. Long pass over. Martin it is. Playing it there. We go short side here. Long pass over there. It's going to be Nate Pruitt. Fourth tackle. So both teams seem to make a stalemate now. Obviously, 15 minutes gone. They had a very fast start, it was. Both teams getting tries. Obviously, if you're just joining us, Lachlan Sinclair crossed over in the 2nd minute before Sadokart crossed over in the 5th. As it's going to be all Cody Mantle. Punted across field. Tyrone Clay's going to be back there. In fact, there's open acres in front of him. Casey K comes across, but that could have been dangerous for the Rabbitohs winger there. He gets wrapped up there. Obviously, nearly signing with the Broncos in the offseason, but ultimately decided last second to re-sign. As Richards will play it there, just short of the 50-metre line to go Liam Ryan. As, a bit of a hospital pass. Not a hospital pass, a juggled pass, I should say, by Messin Remy. Another ex-Panther in this side. A lot of players from both sides have switched in and out over the season. Obviously, Ash Crutch is another one, coming from the Rabbitohs a few seasons ago. Has made his home in Penrith. There goes Kevin Dixon now. He steps past one. Marcus is there to wrap him up. A good tackle by Luke Marcus, the alpha male of this Panther team. Play it there, Liam Ryan. Very high kick there. A very good kick too. Taken there by Taylor Swift. That could have been dangerous. He puts on a step. And we'll get up past 15 metres out. Steve Rabbitohs haven't won a game yet. They need to win this one if they want to stay relevant in this competition. Obviously, they've been in both games, managed to stay in both games, but have dropped off in the last seconds. Marcus down, that's a good run there, gets past one. Gets it off by two to Cody Mansour, who pushes forward there. That's a good run from Luke Marcus. Type of runs you need from a guy like him. As now he's taking another one here. He'll be wrapped up there by Fawn, and what looks to be Hayden, Aaron Ahir, I'm sorry, I think that's Aaron Ahir there. It's going to go Ash Crutcher now. Gives it there to Creed Chapman-Kenny, but they've got numbers on him. Not letting him get any momentum. As he plays it there just past the 40. Goes back. Crutcher it is. Puts it high. Goes over to Tyrone Clay. Hopefully they can wrap him up there. That's a good tackle there. Don't want to let him get too much space there. He's very quick, Tyrone Clay. You can't let him get too much space, otherwise he'll make you pay. As it goes Hayden Davis now. Another ex-Panther, in fact, there. So it goes James Fawn over to Aaron Ahir. Looking for space. He's going to get taken there by Creed. Third tackle now. They're going to look to go middle of the post. Give it short there to Mason Remy. Who pushes forward. That's the fourth tackle. It's going to be Matt Downey. That's a good run there. Obviously, no one really wanted him, Matt Downey, after he left the Eels. But Rabbitohs picked him up just in time before he would have headed to the mines. It's quite lucky there, Matt Downey. But they kick it over to Nathan Fisher, who finds some space. They're going to have a defender there. I'm not entirely sure who that is. Might be one of the bench players, in fact. As you just see Ollie Parche and Cody Dev come on the field now. Goes Ash Crutcher here. Pushing forward. He'll be taken there by Liam Ryan. He plays it there. They give it to Callum Irwin, who's straight up the middle. We know how quick he is for a second roll. Gets an offload, in fact, to Creed Alex Chapman. But he'll be pushed back once more. Third tackle. Obviously, a little bit of wet weather. Team's game plans may have potentially changed here. Obviously, with the rain coming through in the last 10 minutes just before kickoff here. Not ideal for both clubs. As it goes Casey K, sorry. Who pushes up towards the 10-metre line. It's a good run there from the Panthers fullback. Who'll play it on the 10-metre line. They're ready for making an attacking kick here. Goes Cody Mansour, puts it high. Good kick there. A great kick, in fact. Tapped back. No one's back there. And Butterfield picks it up. Butterfield might be away. I don't think anyone's going to catch him. We talked about this earlier in the broadcast. Marcus managed to get Fawn back there, but no one's going to catch Butterfield. And just like that, he's going to go over the length of the field, and Butterfield will score for the Rabbitohs as they take the lead. Beautiful try there by Joshua Butterfield. He just got tapped back there by the Panthers, and no one was there. K-Scare was trying to get cross-field, but he just wasn't there quick enough. And Butterfield, he's one of the quicker halves in the SRL, and he runs the length of the field to score. And the Rabbitohs will take the lead. They've done this in previous matches. They have to now retain it, I should say. But they'll take the lead after 23 minutes. Panthers will be disappointed in that. Tap back. It was looking good. Cody Mansour put up a beautiful kick, but just no one was back there. If they don't expect KCK to be back there, but he was playing the ball, so obviously he wasn't going to get there. And unfortunately, the Panthers are now down 10 points to 6. Butterfield running the length of the field. A good pickup, a good run. And no one was really even looking close to catching him. I think he'd make it all the way back to Penrith and he wouldn't be caught. Maybe some of the Penrith locals would catch him down then, but I don't think a Penrith player in this team right now would be making that tackle as Ash Crutcher kicks back off. Goes down to Butterfield. Long pass over. A bit of a way one. Back to Jack Tedesco, but he's found space. Gets up to the 30. That's a great start there from the Rabbitohs. They're on got a bit of momentum at the moment. Watch here. Goes short side here. Goes out there. And Torrent Clay. This could be dangerous. KCK coming across. He's going to make the tackle. But now for Rabbitohs, when 2 players are already 25 minutes out from the try line. Goes Liam Ryan. Long pass over to Fawn. He pushes forward. 22 metres out now. Oh, that's a big shot there by Coda Diem. That's something the Penrith side needed. 4th tackle it is now. Goes Liam Ryan looking for space. Ollie Pache comes around to make a brilliant tackle. A potential try save with the open pasture they had there. It goes back now. O'Hare puts it high. A good kick there by Aaron O'Hare. Not the traditional kicker taken well by Hallis Riff, but is he... Sorry, Nathan Fisher. Is he driven back in the in goal? No, he's out. And somehow Penrith survived that. That could have been anything there. If Rabbitohs had taken a 2-try lead, that would have been devastating for this Penrith side. As now they're working their way out of their own goal line. 3rd tackle already. Only just past the 20 here. Goes short there to Ollie Pache. It is now the 4th tackle. Giving it there to Lachlan Martin, who'll push up towards the 40 now. That is the 5th. Mansell punts it over. Taken well by Kevin Nixon. This could be dangerous. Kevin Nixon, he beats one. Kevin Nixon's going. Ash Crutcher comes across field to make a tackle. But once again, they're starting on the 30. The Rabbitohs have a bit of momentum. Foot in their step now as Coda Deer wraps up Liam Ryan. He plays it there just past the 30. Butterfield. Short ball there to Luke Driscoll. Can't do much with it. That will be the 3rd tackle. 13 minutes to go to the break. But the Panthers looking already tired. And Sudokar looking for a double. Ash Crutcher comes across to make a brilliant tackle there. But they've got a short side raid coming here. They're going to go just short ball there to Jack Tedesco, who puts on his back. 5th tackle. They're just a few metres out now. Who's going to make it? It's going to be Liam Ryan who grubbers it across. Coda Dieb's there. And he runs over one. In fact, Coda Dieb's looking to sprint away. In fact, he's going to make a decent meter. Gets past one player. Ryan's eventually the player to make the tackle. But Panthers survive, and now they have a bit of momentum going forward. Oh, that pass looked a bit wonky out of dummy half. Thought potentially a forward pass call was coming there. The ref lets it go, though. As they go, what's the inside ball? KCK it is now. Takes on Dixon, who'll be eventually caught there by Liam Ryan. And just like that, the Panthers now. It's the Panthers' turn to show us what they got. Playing it there just short of the 20. Inside ball there to Talis Riff. He's wrapped up there by what looks to be Matt Downey, I think. Goes Creed. Short ball there to Martin. In fact, gets a wonky offload there to Pache. Hasn't scored a try yet, I believe, Pache. He plays it there. 5th tackle now. Goes Cody Mansell. Back to Crutcher, who puts it high. Another bomb this time. But this time it's taken well by Chase Williams. And he'll be caught there. But that's a set that could potentially see Penrith win. Finally get some field position back. Panthers had great defense in the last couple, and great attack there to get themselves back into the position where they can, start putting some more pressure. That Rabbitohs try really changed the momentum there from Josh Butterfield, running the length of the field. 3rd tackle, can't afford to give away a penalty there. It looked like they were hanging on a little bit too long. Ref lets it go, though, as Jack Tedesco pushes forward. That's the 4th tackle. He plays it there on the 40. It goes back. Aaron, here it is. Punts it over crossfield. That's a very good kick by the lock forward. Getting KCK on his bike. He doesn't need to necessarily as he takes it there. And now, just like that, the Rabbitohs now... Sorry, the Panthers are now working away out of their own 20. Ben Punch it is. Gives it to Mansell. Short there to Ollie Pache. Taking another run there. That'll be the 2nd. KCK. KCK's through one. Obviously, a very strong game last week. He's already had probably 5 or so line breaks in this game. He's a very strong game here as he goes short there to Ollie Pache. He takes on a couple plays. Gets off an offload there to Ben Punch. This is looking better from the Panthers. Goes inside there to Ash Crutcher. Oh, sorry. Ash Crutcher puts on a step. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before from a half. Crutcher not noticed the stepper, but he puts on one there. This goes Mansell. Grubbers it in. Taken nicely there by Dustin Richards. In fact, breaks a few tackles. The Rabbitohs survive. A good grubber kick there it was from Cody Mansell, but overall... Probably should have been a little bit deeper there. Dustin just put his foot out, managed to get on the ball. Great play by the Rabbitohs rookie. See how this goes. Oh, that's the juggled pass there from Justin Richards after just diving in that loose ball there. Plays it their third tackle. Liam Ryan gives it short there to Aaron O'Hare. Just gets over the 50-meter line now. Fourth tackle. Goes out to Kevin Dixon, who gets past one. Nate Pruitt comes around to make a good legs tackle there around the waist more so. Playing it there just short of the 30. It's going to be Butterfield to punt across field. Taken there by Nathan Fisher, who puts all out. It's dangerous there, but he gets wrapped up. That'll be the first tackle there. Goes Callum Irwin. Gets up towards the 30. That'll be the second tackle. Oh, that's a knock on there. They're going to say play on, in fact. Ollie Parche gets a bit of a... I don't know how he survived that one. That was certainly a knock on for my liking. But they're going to play on now as Ash Crutcher takes a hit up there. The primary playmaker's taken out there on the fourth tackle. They usually go 40-20. It's going to be Creed this time. That's a very good kick by Creed. Alex Chapman, not your traditional goal kicker. And he might get a 40-20, and he will. What a change of events that is. Creed Alex Chapman potentially changing the course of the game on 40-20. Not something you'd expect there as he takes the first sit up now. And now the Panthers playing it just 8 out. Goes Ollie Parch. Oh, that's a big shot put on there. Second tackle. Inside ball there to Creed. Looking to cross over the line, but he gets held up. And the Rabbitohs put on great defense there. The ref doesn't need to look at this one again. Third tackle now. Short ball there to Martin, but he's put on his back quite easily there. Not able to get on a good run there. Goes inside now to Creed. Pushing forward. That's going to be the fifth tackle. What's the plan here? I'm not too sure for the Panthers. It goes back to Mansell. Not the greatest kick. In fact, taken there by Talis Roof. Gets his hands up in the air, but he's wrapped up and the Rabbitohs survive. That could have been anything that set, but the Rabbitohs do very well there as now Tyron Clay. This is dangerous here. He gets wrapped up, and already they're up towards the 40 once more. Their backs seem to be doing a lot of work out there, and especially Tyron Clay. He's been tremendous on this close touchline so far. To get an offload now. Aaron O'Hare it is. Obviously the Panthers, they don't expect to lose this game, but they're currently down. We know the Rabbitohs have been a first half team, or more so fall off in the end of the second half, like they had did 2 weeks in a row. So we'll have to see if they can keep it with them at the moment. As it goes, Kevin Dixon playing it there. Butterfield inside there to Aaron O'Hare, who takes it up. One of the best forwards for the Rabbitohs. Obviously making a transition last season from hooker to lock, which most people said successful. Off the head. Davis picks up, but the Panthers are there. And they'll round up. They're only a minute to half time. I expect the Panthers not to really put on anything. Maybe they'll put a trick play or something to finish off the half as Martin gets up past the 20. Sorry, I should say 30. Through the hands now. Gives it a KCK. Kane Chapman-Kenny. Ex-Manly captain and fullback. Obviously now the Panthers in his second game is now Lachlan Sinclair scoring a try in the first half. He'll play the ball here. This might be the last tackle. In fact, they will get to it. They will. This will be the last play. It goes over to Cody Mansell. He'll take the last tackle of the first half as we go to half-time. The Rabbitohs leading the Panthers at home 10 points to 6.
Shake, come over here, now scream.
Welcome back to the second half. Obviously, the Panthers down at the break. They're expected to win this one relatively comfortably, although Rabbitohs so far they've stayed with their opposition for at least the first 70 minutes in all their matches, so can't hate on them too much so far. Obviously, both teams, all players are now on the field. They're 16 and 17 for both sides have come on. Which consists of Daniel Hellier and what I believe is Aaron White. While for the Panthers, that is Ash Turner and Anthony Delaney coming on now. As, they give a penalty on just the second tackle. That's not what the Panthers needed to begin this half. We're only 45 seconds in and they've already given away a penalty. I think that was Lachlan Sinclair laying over the boys. Had a good start half game so far, Sinclair, so that's disappointing. Seeing them start on the 40 here. Oh, that's at least making up for it there. Lachlan Sinclair on Dustin Richards, I should say. To go wide here to Matt Downey. Had a solid first game there, or first half there. Matt Downey starting front row as they go over to Hellier. Wrapped up there by the Panthers defense. Replacing both centers have come off for the Rabbitohs, which is an interesting decision. Not one that I would personally like, considering that there's a lot of tight second rows and locks out there. Centers don't do too much, so I'm not sure what the decision is. They go wide. There to Dixon. This is dangerous. I think that's Sinclair around the ankles there of Dixon. A great tackle there from the Panthers. Prop forward as they put it high. This is dangerous. Players coming under it. Great take there from Casey Kane. In fact, he's off. Dixon manages to wrap him up there. A great tackle there. But the Panthers, well, they survived that little raid there as Sinclair now. Bit of a late pass there from dummy half there, Ben Punch, but they play on. Goes over to Martin. Gets his head through a gap, but he'll be wrapped up. Obviously, both teams, the first half from the Rabbitohs was a good half. Both teams definitely have been a solid performance. Not many errors in this game, despite the wet weather. At least I've felt like that is the case. Butterfield leading the run winners with a massive run away with Kevin Dixon also having 5 tries as Sinclair makes another break. Gets the pass, but they've caught it a lock on. Sure, I agree with that, but they're going to say it was a knock on. As now Tyron Clay, that's a good step. Lachlan Martin was coming around, grabbing him back. Oh, sorry, might have been Ollie Parche there. As they go around here, and and he gets run over there. Lachlan Martin on the end of that one. Matt Downey running over him. As they go there, will look a bit forward. Suspect that pass there. Butterfield gets onto the front foot though. He'll play it there. Goes Mason Remy. Pushing forward there. It's going to be 4th tackle. Now, and Aaron O'Hare pushes forward. That's a good run there from the Rabbitohs lock. Panthers, as I was just mentioning, although errors, they make an error almost straight away. It was a good run there from Sinclair, but just the pass wasn't what you'd expect. As it goes down now to Jacob Morrison. We know he's dangerous. Although he's kept relatively quiet so far. So he'll play it there. Pache will be short ball there to Malchus. That's a good run. Although eventually gets caught there before he can gain any real steam there as they go short side here. Over there to Morrison. Morrison gets wrapped up there by Butterfield. Playing it there on the 40 now. It's been a massive upset victory if they were to win, but Malchus, he's someone providing some spark. Runs over the top of Butterfield, that seemed to be, as they go short side once more. Put it is. Nate Pute, sorry I should say. Playing it there, 35 metres out. Punch it is, putting the kick in. It's going to sit up, in fact. A great little kick there. But he steps one. Kevin Dixon does well to get out of the in goal. Put no threat of being held in, but it was a great kick there from Ben Punch. Overall, though, so far a very quality game. Now Matt Downey up the middle. Great stuff there. Taking an offload now. Hayden Davis it is. Very limited opportunities so far. Penrith, the only real one to really miss a big one, which is the obviously 40-20 chance on the stroke of half-time, is now Dustin Richards. He takes it forward there. A good run there from the Rabbitohs rookie second rower. As all that seems to be a knock-on, they're going to say play on there, as now Matt Downey managed to make something out of nothing. Putting a shot on Anthony Delaney there, but he'll play it there now. Ryan, it's going to be the punt across field. Morrison's going to be on the end of that one. In fact, he's straight through a gap now. Morrison, watch out. He's going to go over the sideline, in fact. Disappointing there from Morrison. He had all of the space. He could have just taken a tackle. Instead, he took him on. And Dixon turns him over the sideline. He'll be ruined that one, Morrison. He's disappointed there. You can see he's shaking his head. But Kevin Dixon, a beautiful tackle. He's been a lot better in this game. In fact, I've been very impressed with Kevin Dixon so far. I'd say he's probably been the better of the two fullbacks, despite his opposition being KCK and the Panthers. Now, have gifted the Rabbitohs an opportunity here. Arano, here it is. Playing it there on the 40. Goes long ball over to Hayden. Oh, that's a big run there. A lot of big shots being put on. This forward pack really is standing up to the likes of Sinclair, Ollie Parche, and Luke Malkus so far, as Tustin Richards takes a hit up there. Third tackle. Goes Kevin Dixon. Watch out. Kevin Dixon looking for a try. And he's going to push over and he's got one. And the Rabbitohs look to extend their lead here. What a run there from Dixon. KCK gets him. No help there from Parche, Ben Punch, or Malkus, who are all around it. And Dixon scores for the Rabbitohs, and the Panthers about to be down by 10. This is good stuff from the Rabbitohs, but the Panthers, they should be a lot better than this. It was just a few weeks ago they beat the Sea Eagles, and now they're about to be down by 10. Disappointing here. Form looks to convert, though. Panthers, they're just making a few errors in the second half. Obviously, wet conditions, not what they would have trained for. But the captain better rally his troops quickly, otherwise this could turn bad. We know the Rabbitohs can attack close to them when they're given opportunities. Just can't make sure they get those opportunities there, as, well, 16-6 is now the score. Rabbitohs have won their last two appearances. Panthers haven't been in the Rabbitohs since Season 2. And a 7-6. One of the most defensive games I've ever witnessed and been a part of there, obviously. Both sides just defending their guts off, and it ended up being a 7-6 victory for Penrith, but down by 10 now for Rabbitohs. This could get real. They have to be careful, the Panthers. Not to underestimate this team as they go wide now. And it's going to be Hayden Davis with a good tackle there by One Punch. Look for a bit of space there. Plays it there as the rain continues to pour as it goes short ball there to Mason Remy. He gets taken there by Lachlan Martin. Butterfield now takes onto the line. Will be taken there. Playing it there on the 30. Oh, here. Long ball over to Liam Ryan. That's the fourth tackle. Ash Crutcher laying in the tackle a little bit. Thought maybe he was just giving his old teammate a little bit of a yeehaw. As well, that's a poor kick there. Very poor kick. It's going to see Penrith start inside their own half. Penrith, they have to use this opportunity. Had a few opportunities go not what they would have liked to have. And now Fisher. He's going to push forward there. That's a good run there from the Panthers winger. Goes short ball there to Luke Malkus. Looking for space here. Gets the ball around to Nate Pute. Very good run there. But he'll take it there now. Third tackle. As Martin takes a hit up. Pushed onto his back once more. Fourth tackle. Malkus it is. Pushing forward. It's a good set by Penrith, but they need to finish it off with a good kick, which they haven't had so far today. Goes Mansell. That is a better kick. It's going to be tapped back there for KCK. Looking for a try. He pushes forward, but he gets put on his back. And great defense there once more from the Rabbitohs. As the Panthers, well, they can't score once more, but a few opportunities go begging. And they'll be disappointed with that as Dustin Richards plays it there. Mason Remy runs into Luke Malkus. Taken there as they'll play it there short of the 30. They go over here to Matt Downey. Gets an offload there. Ash Turner around Liam Ryan. We know is one of the best players in the comp when he's on. As they go wide to Tyron Claver. Wrap him up well there. That's the fourth tackle. Liam Ryan, long pass over to Vaughan. See, Penrith haven't scored the second minute. It's been a good 52 minutes since they've crossed the line. Lachlan Sinclair going over in just the second minute. So, Rabbitohs, they've definitely improved since then. If they weren't careful there, it could have been anything this game. As Fisher now steps one. He runs into what looks to be Kevin Dixon, who was waiting there for him. Spit first. Watch out. KCK's wanting the ball, and there is no fullback at home. But he gets caught there before getting the offload to Sinclair, who's been very strong so far this game. Second tackle now. Ash Turner pushes forward. Third tackle. Delaney gets an offload, in fact. Goes up towards the 50. That's a good run there. Fourth tackle. They're going to go short side here. Fisher, it's going to be, gets taken there, and that's going to be fifth tackle. He'll play it there. Both teams, bit of a stalemate once more. Penrith have had probably more opportunities, let's say, than Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs have just used pretty much all of theirs. Penrith overall haven't. As now, oh no, this is dangerous. Dixon, but he'll be taken there. That could have been dangerous, but now another penalty. And uh-oh, if there's a sin bin here, I struggle to see a way Penrith can come back now with 23 minutes remaining in this game. They have to be better disciplined here. As Dustin Richards plays it there on the 40. Butterfield gives it to Dixon now. He's been very strong so far today. Got to try to add to it. He'll be taken there on this, just short the 30 now. Goes for the hands here. Gives it to Aaron here. Straight for the gap, in fact. I don't know if they're going to be catch him. Oh, ankle tap there from case to case. Slowed down a moment to a try here. I struggle to see a way Penrith come back. Liam Ryan takes on a line there. He'll be taken there. That's the fourth. As they go short side here. Oh, is he over? I think he is. Aaron White's going to score a try. And the Rabbitohs can extend their lead in the Penrith. Panthers might be done here. Oh, they're going to... I think that's down. We'll have to wait and see what the ref says. Yeah, that's a try. And the Panthers, disappointing as they are, this is just not looking good for them. They can't seem to do anything when they're on their line. Make meters easy, but when they get down there, they don't do anything, which is not what the Panthers need. They need better attack. And it's disappointing from them as I've struggled to see a way Penrith come back. Their attack's been flat on the line for the most part. Never really struggling though, apart from a few moments. And now Fawn, assuming he gets this, which he does, 22 points to 6. Struggle to see a way Penrith come back from here. It's not over, but it's very close to being over. 20 minutes remaining. Panthers will have to spark something here. Raiders have fallen off games before. Obviously, Raiders scoring 3 tries in the final 10 minutes last week. And conceding to Corey Bell late. But I struggle to see a way that they don't... the Panthers can come back here. They just haven't looked good since that opening 2 minutes, which they're their best set of the game. Since then, though, it's been pretty poor as they sent it over to Hayden Davis. He'll take the first sit up there. I would have to assume it's getting to the end of his stint. Obviously, he's played a very good game so far. It goes over to Dustin Richards now. He's had a strong game too. Playing it there just past the 20-meter line. Liam Ryan now. Takes on a line. Was 40 might have been looking for a pass there. Dustin Richards takes it. That'll be the third. Goes over there. Dustin Richards takes another tack run. He's been in everything once more as you see. Sadokard and Williams run onto the field. This is the period where they struggle in the previous weeks. We'll have to see if that trend continues. Tyrone Clay plays it there. Goes down to Liam Ryan. He punts it over. Fisher's going to take it there. Looking for space now. He's going to get wrapped up there, and that'll be the first. Give it there to Ash Turner, who's straight through a gap there. A good run there. In fact, goes for the offload, but it's intercepted. Penrith have made another error here. This is not looking good for the Mountain Men. He's playing it there just short of the 30 now. They go long ball over. They get an offload, in fact. And he plays it there, second tackle. Goes Dustin Richards. That'll be the third. Pushing forward there is Butterfield. Fourth tackle now. Inside ball there. Dixon looking for a double and he's on his back. Could have been dangerous. But Dixon, he gets held up. That could have been anything, that play. Fifth tackle now. They cannot concede again. As Liam Ryle, he just takes the tackle. Maybe that's a smart thing. Keep Penrith down there in 10 rather than risk potentially a 20-meter restart. They'll survive. Crutcher takes a hit up now. Not the play you'd expect him to take a hit up in this situation. Expect him even outside back or a forward, not a half though, as Taylor Swift now pushes forward. That is the second tackle. Penrith, they're down. They're almost out. But they're having as Lachlan Martin gets scrambled. Smashed in that one once again. He's been definitely dominated this game so far. Let's go over there to Ollie Parcher. And they're still getting up in their faces. Fourth tackle, not even to the 30 yet. Penrith, they go over to Lachlan Martin once more. He'll play it their 5th tackle now. We go back. It's going to be Cody Mansour who punts it. Disappointing kick to save at least. Goes down to Tyron Clavek. Better watch out here. They better watch out. He's taken on KCK, but once again, they pretty much started where it was kicked from. In fact, very close to. Maybe just a little bit in front. But it's basically like they took the tackle pretty much. As Dustin Richards now forward, 2nd tackle. This is not looking good for Penrith. They're struggling to make meters. They need to be better than this. Saddle Cart takes the hit up. Scored a double last week. Got one today. Can he be the one to seal it for the Rabbitohs as they go short ball? Fair to Remy. 4th tackle now. Goes short side there. Oh, Dixon, he made Fisher fall over. But I think that was potentially Sinclair. I'm not sure who that is on the wing making a massive tackle there as they grab her in the head. And oh, Saddle Cart looking for a double. 4 tries in 2 weeks would be amazing, but he falls just short. As Jace Williams on Luke Malkus. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But he's just put a shot on. Chase Williams playing like he's a forward right now in the middle. Definitely acting like one too. I think maybe Chase Williams might be the alpha dog after that run as Callum Owen pushes forward. 3rd tackle. There's still 14 minutes remaining. They need 3 tries. They need to do similar to what the Raiders did last week now. Which, although we know is possible, it's very, very tough as he'll play it there on the 40. As Mansour kicks it. He kicks it early. Gets Kevin Dixon running back for it. And Kevin Dixon now. Ash Crutcher made tough contact with him. He's laying on the ground. The trainers helped him off here. This could be interesting now. Their fullback's going to have to imagine either... Well, you have Saddle Cart. I would have to imagine either Tyron, Claire, Liam Ryan go to fullback. With Hale in the centers at the moment. But at the moment, it seems... Matt Downey putting on a step. I think it's been him that's gone to fullback. Not the player you'd want to be going at fullback at the moment, but nothing else they can really do as Hayden Davis takes up the hit up there. Goes to Chase Williams now. 5th tackle. He'll play it there just past the 50. Butterfield it is. Goes down to KCK, but he runs in. I don't know if he went over there. But they've made another error. And Penrith, they just cannot catch a break at the moment. They're their own worst enemy at the moment. Kevin Dixon out, who's been arguably the best player, out the game, and they just waste their opportunities. Once more, they're not going to show us a good replay of that. I don't think he went out there. But nonetheless, just pointing there as it goes short there to Hayden Davis. A try here would pretty much seal it. Goes there to Chase Williams looking for a try. No one's going to help him out, and he's going to push over, and he scores. And the Rabbitohs are going to more than likely win. I can't see Penrith coming back from this. This has just not been their day, Penrith. As Chase Williams crosses up the line. And now... the Rabbitohs, assuming they get this kick, will be up by 22 points. 4 tries to 10 minutes, although not impossible. I wouldn't say it's possible either, and I think that's going to be it for the Rabbitohs. Panthers had a beautiful opportunity to potentially put a comeback. Kevin Dixon being out the game, but KCK runs over the sideline again. Don't know if he was over. I personally thought he stayed in. The ref called, made the decision, no. We'll have to get our expert analyst to have a look at that after the game's over, but... Ash Crutch is now kicking off. 28 points to 6. And dear me, it's not been their day. They scored in the opening 2 minutes, and since then, maybe the rains affected it. Made the ball more slippery. Made them plays more slippery with them running over the sideline, I think, twice. But they're off. And Saddle Cart gets manhandled by Malkus. Maybe they're not done yet. Maybe Penrith still think they can iron it. I personally don't see why they come back here, but... Ryan gives it there to... Hayden Davis pushing forward there, Malkus. You know, Malkus has probably been the one Penrith player I think's tried really hard today, despite the loss. He's been everywhere, but he hasn't been Penrith overall haven't been good. They go short side here. Tyron Clay gets past one. Tyron Clay, in fact, might go for distance. Ash Turner somehow catches up to him. That's Scott Sattler like that tackle, but he gives all penalty. And Ash Turner's in the bin. This is getting ugly now. Penrith, they're not happy. This reminds you a bit of more like the Eels and Bulldogs game we saw in the NRL this season. Just, now they have a player in the bin. Butterfield kicks for touch. They've just not been able to catch a break, Penrith. As Fawn catches it there. Pass off to Ryan. Can Penrith at least just defend one set? Come on, boys. Hit them out here. Goes Ryan. Looked like a pretty forward pass. Rabbitohs, they were heavy underdogs here in this game, but they haven't really looked like they're out of it at all this game. As Ford pushes forward, and they're going to get another one here to Rabbitohs. This has turned into a bloodbath. They score every time they've come down here, and the Penrith, any option they've got has been pretty much wasted. And Fawn will score against his old club. We'll enjoy that one, Fawny. And now, the Panthers. This has been disappointing, to say the least. Maybe the bye hurt them. They were very good against Manly a few weeks ago, but this week, they just haven't looked like themselves. Interesting to see how many errors Penrith made. It feels like they've only made errors in the second half. But it hasn't helped with the fact that the all-line defense has been dreadful in this game. For the most part, as Rabbitohs now up by 28. Penrith, they've had moments that have definitely tried. That first half, the first 20, they were unstoppable. And they make good meters, but they've just made so many errors in this game. It's been a joke. It feels like most players on the field have made an error at some point. As the kick down there to Matt Downey. Sends it off to Saddle Khan. He's even straight for a cap. This could be bad. Oh no, Saddle Khan, he's quick. Could you imagine they score off the kickoff there? That would just add insult to injury, as you think it can't get any worse now. As, oh, you have Matt Downey step, and that's when you know. When Matt Downey's playing fullback, that's when you know the Rabbitohs think it's muck around time and the game's over. Maybe if someone from Penrith put a shot on, as it goes Hayden Davis now. Goes Chase Williams. Pushing forward there. 30. Goes Liam Ryan. Gives it there now to Dustin Richards. He'll push forward. That'll be the 5th tackle. Obviously, Kevin Nixon injury isn't ideal with what they've done so far, but we'll hear more about that after the comp. As Liam Ryan catches his own kick, they're going to defend that one. Barely. So they'll play it there now as Martin taking a hit up there. That's the first tackle. Spread it over here to KCK. He's looking, put on a bit of a step. Matt Downey comes across, puts on massive contact there. They go crossfield over to Pute, sorry, I should say. Gets up towards the 50. Goes long ball over there to Tallis Riff. Pushing up towards the 40. Better said, maybe they can get a consolation and try to end things off. Maybe after scoring in the first 2 minutes, they score in the last 2 minutes. That's something it is. They go wide to Delaney. Delaney gets it off to Crutcher. This is better. Crutcher's looking for space. We'll get caught. Haven't scored since the 2nd minute. I would like to remind our viewers, if you're just joining us, obviously only 4 minutes left, so I'm not sure what's the point if you're only just joining us. You missed a sensational performance, but that just about sounds off Penrith tonight. That was just a horrendous kick there. Vaughan will tap it on the 20. They've had errors after errors after errors in the second half. And now Chase Williams is running over players. I think that might have been Lachlan Martin. He bobbed off there. Not his night either in terms of defence. Goes Mason Remy. And when you have players like Matt Downey stepping, you know you're not in the position where you'd like to be. Butterfield, long ball over to Matt Downey. That time they wrap him up. That was Callum Irwin and Ash Crutcher there. There, Ryan. Over to hell, yeah. Pushing forward there, but gets the tackle there. That's the 3rd. Goes Chase Williams, and that's a big run there. Getting around as they have a high tackle now. I'd like to remind, I just remembered, Ash Turner's still in the stand, and they'll take the 2 there. I think they're happy with their performance tonight, the Rabbitohs. They've decided not to risk it all to see if they can get this 40. They'll take the 2, and this could be detrimental for Penrith for and against. See, winning by 10 last week. Now losing by 30. Put them at -20. Not what they needed. So only 2 rounds in, but it's a disappointing performance nonetheless. They really need these victories against teams they should win. But maybe this shows the Rabbitohs are going to compete. But Ash Crutch will kick back off here. You can tell in his face he's not happy with his team's performance. Maybe even on his performance. Hasn't done much tonight overall. But he will kick back off now. Goes deep. Back to Ryan. Only a minute remaining in this game. Goes that'll cut now. Oh, that was a dangerous gap once more. Really scored the kick off last time. Also for KCK back there. But play it there. Liam Ryan now. Short ball there, and that's Mason Remy up the middle. Gets a pass, and they'll make an error here to Rabbitohs. Don't know the last time they made an error in this game. They go sideways here. Give it there to KCK. Maybe he'll get one last one. In fact, he got run down there. I don't know how he got run down. Must be tired, KCK, with all this defending he's had to do. Goes there to Callum Irwin, pushing forward. Can't get one. Scored one last week. And that's going to be the final play of the game, sorry. The Rabbitohs upsetting the Panthers in emphatic fashion. 36-6. You can tell there, KCK, a little bit of tears in his eyes. He knows that one they should have won. He got chased down there at the end by, I don't even know who that was, but it was someone that should not be getting chased down by. As the Panthers, they will be so disappointed. They didn't have an error until the last play of the game. Wow. That is something with Penrith having 8 errors and 4 penalties conceded. Wow, nearly 200 tackles by the Panthers. And that is something that we'll definitely have to look on through the week. When we look at the stats here, Bourne, most run meters, Kevin Dixon 212, Tyrant played 202, what a performance he had. Josh Butterfield another one, very, very strong. Liam Ryan's kicking game was good. If we look at Penrith, KCK, despite the loss, still had 216 run meters and Ash Crutch 140. Probably the 2 stand out from Penrith. Take a look down the list. Callum Irwin only 91 in 60 minutes. Jacob Morrison kept quiet. Ollie Parche kept quiet. Overall, disappointing performance there from the Penrith Panthers. As we look on to next week's, I'll just have a look at this tackle count there. Callum Irwin, 4 missed tackles. Not his night. It was just not his night, to put it simply. So we look on. Panthers beat the Rabbitohs. Thank you for watching tonight. Obviously, double header that game was. As I'll see you all next